Hi, for my AI presentation, I decided to do a visual dictionary. And on my visual dictionary, I did animals because I hope to teach preschoolers, and I thought that that's something that they can relate to. I can incorporate it into my lesson by either doing a lesson on animals or when I am doing each letter of the alphabet, whatever animal starts with that letter, I can also incorporate it that way. So the first animal I chose was cat. I did the auto draw feature and I drew a cat, and this is the picture that showed up. For the translation, if you go and click onto the link, you see that I chose Spanish. I chose Spanish because in the school that I work in right now, we have a lot of Spanish speaking families. And then if you click here, it'll go ahead and say it for you in Spanish. And then over here, we have the definition. Back to my presentation. I also chose a dog. I did this picture in auto draw of dog. If I go to this one, it also will take me to the translation and it is also in Spanish. And then I also did fish. This is the picture that showed up in auto draw for fish. And once again, the translation in Spanish. I think that this feature is really cool because it was something that was pretty easy to learn. It is not time consuming. It's all pretty fast and it's really easy to incorporate this into your lesson plans. Whatever lesson you might be teaching that day, you can go ahead and be like, hey, I'm going to add this to the lesson. And it's going to be something that's going to keep your students engaged and interested. Um, Also, the auto draw feature is really cool because there's a lot of times where, yes, you can look up pictures and everything, but it takes a lot longer. And when you're in this auto draw, you can sketch up a picture really quick and it'll pop up with a different picture that you might like better. And if you're anything like me, I'm not great at drawing. So I found this feature really, really cool and really, really easy to use. I also think that, like with kids, if they're doing projects and stuff, I feel like this feature would be really, really nice for them to use too. For my extension project, I did the blob. And this is my video. I did the Blob Opera because honestly, I have always really, really enjoyed music. When I was growing up, I was always in jazz choir, I was in the church choir, and so I thought that it would be really fun to kind of do the extension that had to do with music. So this is my video. Okay, this is my video of my Blob Opera. And then it goes on for a little bit longer, but you kind of get the idea. And then also the standards. I think that this would go underneath learner because students need to be producers of their learning. And with AI, this is one way that students can be producers of what they are learning. I also think that it would go along with the standard of a leader for the teachers because we are giving them the technology to use in AI to learn even more.